Hey gang, welcome to Coffee Break TV. If you're new, please comment, like, and subscribe. We'd love to hear from you down below in the comment section. So let's see what's new.
Subway surfing is killing kids. Also, no, I don't mean the mobile game that you've played or you've seen on TikTok videos because no one has an attention span anymore. Instead, I'm talking about real life teenagers riding on top of real life trains going full speed. I mean, even just this week, a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old saw this subway surfing trend online. They decide, hey, let's do it ourselves. And then they were literally riding on top of a moving train in Queens, jumping between cars and running along the top of it. But then when the train came to a stop, the girls lost their balance and they fell between the cars. As far as the younger one, they suffered a head injury and they're in critical condition with a fractured skull and a brain bleed. And that teenager, they fell underneath the train and died. Now here's the thing, people have been surfing trains in New York since at least the 80s. But now in the age of the internet and social media, kids have taken it as a way to try to get views online, and it's becoming an incredibly dangerous trend in recent years, with countless videos popping up online showing people on top of trains or even buses going full speed. And this latest tragedy, it brings the subway surfing death toll up to 6 just this year, with in fact just last week, one of those 6 being a 13-year-old boy from Brooklyn. And then earlier this year, there was a 15-year-old boy who hit his head on a beam and fell between the cars and died.
Commuters at the Marcy Avenue station in Williamsburg stepped on and off trains. But for 2 teenage girls, this marked their last stop. According to police sources, the unidentified girls were found unconscious on top of the J train with head trauma. Police responded to the scene just after 3 a.m. on Saturday and say they believe the girls died subway surfing.
Today was the 3-month mark of my brother, and to see that this happened to someone else's family, and it's just such a shock.
Emily Oliver says her 15-year-old brother, Carlos Oliver, died from subway surfing this summer.
Okay.
She fought back tears as she reflected on her family's loss from a social media-fueled trend.
He didn't get to be a man yet, and now he never will be. My little sister lost her big brother. I lost my little brother. My mom lost her only son.
According to the NYPD, 3 people have died due to subway surfing so far this year. In 2024, 6 people died subway surfing, and in 2023, 5 people died.
That's somebody's kids. That's unfortunate.
I mean, it's heartbreaking.
Some commuters at the Marcy Avenue station say subway surfing is all too common here.
Because this is something that constantly happens at this station alone. The J line is high on subway surfing. It's sad, but it doesn't surprise me.
In 2023, NYPD began using drones to catch subway surfers in the act. And that same year, the MTA rolled out the Ride Inside, Stay Alive campaign, an effort revamped this summer. A spokesperson with the MTA says they've also pushed safety PSA announcements and are working with social media platforms to help take down subway surfing content.
It's not worth it, and I can't stress that enough.
According to the NYPD, so far this year, 128 people have been arrested for subway surfing.
The bodies of those teens found on top of a J train after 3 Saturday morning. Craig lives nearby and says,
it's quite unfortunate that this keeps happening. It's not the first incident.
It happened at the Broadway and Marcy Avenue station, where fathers Craig and Duran say the influence of this dangerous trend is pointing to a larger issue.
Everybody want to be cool on being on social media. Sometimes, it takes over your life.
I think it's a reflection of the lack of opportunities and community programs. Kids are trying to find different ways to experience adventure.
And police still working on IDing those teens so their families haven't been notified.
2 young girls, ages 12 and 13, were tragically killed early Saturday morning in a subway surfing attempt in Brooklyn, officials say. Authorities responded to reports at around 3:10 a.m. at the Marcy Avenue Broadway station, where they found both girls unresponsive on top of a Brooklyn-bound J train. They were later identified as Zemfira Mukhtarov, 12, from Brooklyn, and Eba Morina, 13, from Manhattan. Both were pronounced dead at the scene. Witnesses said the girls were part of a group of roughly 15 teens inside the train before venturing onto the roof. Transit officials have condemned subway surfing as incredibly dangerous, with NYC Transit President Demetrius Critchlow bluntly stating, "Getting on top of a subway car isn't surfing, it's suicide." This incident brings this year's subway surfing death toll to 5, continuing a disturbing trend of youth risking their lives for viral stunts. Police are investigating and reviewing video footage, while transit officials are urging families to speak to their children about the lethal risks.
What a tragedy. These young folks are losing their lives, boys and girls, It just happens that the most recent incident was 2 girls, 12 and 13 years old, subway surfing. Is it for the likes? Is it for the attention? Is it because we no longer have any programs that they can join? Some of the free community centers are closed, or elective programs such as like gymnastics or dance or cheerleading or whatever it may be. Is it because parents can't afford it anymore? Are they just looking for the next big thing to do? And maybe the TikTok dancing, going viral online somehow. They have to keep upping the ante to feel like they're being successful, to hang among the crowd, to be popular. It's so sad to see that these young ladies and gentlemen, because there's a boy mentioned in this video, that all the people who have lost their lives to feeling like they were pressured or feeling like they must complete this task just to get recognition, to get liked, to hang amongst their peers. It's like, what are we looking for out of people today? What is the purpose? Life is so precious. And it's so sad to see, even if you say that they're teenagers or they're near adults. I mean, 12 and 13, not near adult, but some of the other people who have passed away are older, and that they can make appropriate judgment. But still, we were all influenced at some point in our lives to feel that we should follow the crowd, but we had to make a choice. So do we blame the peer pressure, or do we blame just poor, immature judgment? What and how can we stop things like this from happening? I mean, there's already a shortage of employees being able to monitor and watch the subways. Law enforcement's being reduced. Do we now try to put something to prevent people from being able to climb up on the cars? Is there something like that already exists? I mean, I don't know. Put your comments down below. I mean, there has to be some way that we can help protect the youth, sometimes even from themselves. But may this family, my condolences to anyone who has lost a young child or brother or sister, someone younger than them, not even just due to subway surfing, but just in general in life. And may we continue to provide you what's new at Coffee Break TV.
2 young girls, a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old, are no longer here anymore because they decided to go subway surfing on top of a New York City train while it was moving. This occurred around 3-something in the morning, and of course, they're no longer here because of their injuries from doing that. Now, everyone wants me to say, oh, I feel so bad, I feel so sorry. These were teenagers. You don't need a parent to tell you, don't get on top of the moving subway car. Like, that's literally illegal. It's hard to even get up there. You see everyone else goes inside. You got up on top. There were also many cases before them that they're not the first 2 to ever do this. So with the cases before them, they knew that this was dangerous. Also, New York City has put out a PSA, including Cardi B, that do not do this. Now, yes, it's unfortunate that the families have lost 2 of their own, but at the same time, why are we making it seem like this was a tragedy or an accident? This was not an accident. This was very intentional, so why should we feel bad? This is natural selection. Then everyone's like, oh, where's their parents? Their parents were probably in the bed asleep, or maybe working an overnight shift. This happened around 3-something in the morning. So I doubt that their parents were just letting them wander out. They probably snuck out. I don't know for sure. This is alleged. You don't need a parent to tell you don't go running into oncoming traffic. You don't need a parent to tell you don't get on top of the moving subway car. Now, if they were surfing in the water, or if they were rock climbing or something like that, then I could be like, oh, I feel bad. But you were doing something that you knew you weren't supposed to be doing. Then y'all be like, oh, we were all teens at one point. How many of y'all ever tried that?
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe at Coffee Break TV.